Hello, everyone, and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 3. We're going to check out the 2019 update that came out for the game. It's a DLC for $9.99. And as we can see here, we are greeted with the 2019 season roster and cars. We've got Kurt Busch here, and we're just going to go through the ones that they added so you can see a little bit of a difference there. The Camry looks the same, of course. William Byron, you got Landon Castle, Ross Chastain. That's our custom car. Haley Deegan, you got Matt DiBenedetto, you got Austin Dillon, Ty Dillon, Chase Elliott. These are all the new schemes, the new cars. Joey Gase, Brendan Gaughan, Denny Hamlin in the 11, Kevin Harvick in the Mustang there. Went with the Hunt's Brothers Pizza for the default. Daniel Hemrick, got Jimmy Johnson in the Ally, Eric Jones, Brad Keselowski, Parker Kligerman, Corey LaJoie, Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, Michael McDowell, Jamie McMurray, Paul Menard, Ryan Newman, Ryan Preece, David Reagan, Reed Sorensen, Ricky Stenhouse, Daniel Suarez in the 41 now. It's got the digital style looking scheme. Pretty cool. Ryan Truex. Got Martin Truex Jr. in the 19. Darrell Wallace Jr. in the 43. Cody Ware, Eric Almirola. That was a big one for a lot of people wanted to see this motorsports in here. Eric Almirola, Ryan Blaney, Alex Bowman, Clint Boyer, Chris Buescher, and back to Kurt Busch. We're going to be Kurt Busch, of course. Hit accept on that. We're doing a 13% race at Daytona. The Daytona 500. Going to be pretty quick to show you here. 104 custom difficulty. We will have to qualify to make ourselves decent. Race length's going to be 13%. Normal tire wear, so we don't have to worry about stopping for fuel. Flags are on strict yellow. Stages are on a 3-race stage. But what I decided to do for this race, I was going to do 3 stages, but we're just going to do a single race stage. That way it's 13% of the actual race, and we don't have to worry about the caution coming out. Now, all the yellows are on, so that can happen too. Quick qualify, full damage, stability help is off, and we are on a manual transmission. Hit accept on that, save the changes, and let's go racing at the Daytona International Speedway for the Daytona 500. Looking forward to it here. Probably a little rusty on the wheel in NASCAR Heat. I've been doing some iRacing, and transitioning over is always a little difficult for me. They continue on that. Let's look at our setup here. We've got stable, which I'm pretty happy with. That's what you want. So I'm not going to mess with that. I'm not going to mess with tape either. We're just going to do the best we can and qualify. So let's go move over to the qualify session, and let's put down a qualify.
Hammer down.
Yeah, hammer down. You got it. So the 2019 update is just a cosmetic update. It updates the cars and the roster and paint schemes for that roster. So it doesn't have the 2019 rules package. I would imagine that'll be in NASCAR Heat 4. But it doesn't matter for the Daytona 500. They're running the exact rules packages they did last year for the Great American Race. All right, much better lap this time. Let's see where we end up.
All right, time.
P29.
Let's see where we play.
Could be worse. Could be worse. All right, welcome to Daytona for the Daytona 500. This is our rendition of it. Looks like the pole winner is going to go to Alex Bowman. And we're going to be starting P29. Hey, that's better than dead ass last, that's for certain.
We're going green.
All right, going green this time. Put her in first gear, ready to go. And green flag in the air, Daytona. Missed a shift there in the beginning. And bring her back up to speed. We're trying to get to Daniel Hemrick here. Everybody's side by side so far. There's fourth gear there. We're going to stay behind Daniel Hemrick, and Ryan Preece is thinking about dropping down, and he does. Gonna breathe that throttle a little bit till we get to the backstretch. There's like Kevin Harvick looking at the bottom there, trying to get something going, but nobody wants to. We're going to stick to the middle here, trying to stay in the draft. We got Daniel Suarez in the 41 on the outside of us. He's going to drop all the way down. Nice aggressive move by Daniel there. Still work on our speed here. Gotta breathe that throttle so we don't run him over. Bottom lane seems to be working so far, although the middle lane was on the last one. Whoa, got in the tri-oval there. Don't want to
Careful now. Still there.
take a position under the yellow line, and we didn't. We gave it back to Reagan, so we should be okay. But man, what a move by Reagan there. Dropping down in front of us.
Still there. Top lane straight here. Use it if you need it.
3 wide in front of us, and it looks like the 41 is going to get shuffled back. We're going to give a shot to David Reagan and try to work on the 13. Not sure if he wants to go with us. Doesn't look like it. He's going to stick there. Kind of been up and down off that lane a little bit. There's David Reagan moving up. We've got a little bit of a run on him here. Not enough to make it happen in the tri-oval.
Careful now. Still there.
Ooh, it's getting tight right here. A little bit of contact. Might have been
Stay low. Hang tight there,
with the
driver.
51 or the left rear quarter panel of the 41. Not sure. All right, we don't have any help right there, and we're going to get shuffled. Let's stick to Cody Ware's bumper. Nope, we got hit there, and we moved below the yellow line, but we didn't advance. We're fine. Getting a little bit of a push from Haley Deegan. We'll take it. Reed Sorensen now making moves on us. We're not going anywhere on the bottom right here. We got to be a lot better than this. I'll tell you that right now.
Car high. Careful now. Easy.
26 laps around this monster of a track. 23 to go. Got to run on Reed Sorensen, and that'll work for me. Get right up to LaJoy here and push on him.
Still there.
That worked out for us. Let's keep that momentum going. In the middle lane with Cody Ware. Getting a nice run on him here. We're going to do some side draft into the 51, just like that. Move away from him. And let the 38 of Reagan fall down in front of us here. Now we're making some progress towards the front.
Careful. Still there.
Working on that draft.
Need you to stay on the bottom right here. All right, careful now. Still
In
there.
front of us, and it's working out for us here. Let's just stay right here.
Careful. Still there.
We're going to use the 13 to move up. That's Ty Dillon to the 13.
Still there.
Daniel Hemrick outside and falling back. It looks like Jimmy Johnson is right there in front of him, but not a lot of help in front of that. So they're going to be falling back here, and we've got a faster line on the bottom. We're going to stick to it.
Careful. Still there.
And Daniel Hemrick just shuts the door on us like that. Not too happy about that move, I'll tell you that. Give him a couple bumps. Let him know I didn't appreciate that. Do some side drafting on him, pull him back. And work on the 13 to Ty Dillon. Jimmy Johnson looking like he might have wanted to move to the bottom, but he's going to stay up on top with Kevin Harvick.
Still there.
Riding in line on the bottom lane seems to be the way to go here, as everyone else on the top seems to be moving back. A little bit of a shot to the 13 of Ty Dillon. We got to protect both lanes here. We've got William Byron trying to get by us on the bottom. Not going to be enough. Try to use his push to get back up to Ty Dillon here, so we don't fall too far back. Working that inside lane here. We have a push. I believe that's Ryan Blaney behind us. And the Oscar Mayer Wiener car. There's the help we needed right there. When Daniel Hemrick dropped down in front of us, we've got the run. We're going to do some side drafting on him and keep it moving to the front. Now we're on the bumper of the 48. Jimmy Johnson.
Still there.
Looks like there's something moving on the top lane here, but not a whole lot. Let's do some more side drafting the 48. Try to pull him back some more.
Careful now. Still there.
I'm not going to go up there. Risk it. Don't risk it for a biscuit.
Still there.
And now we find our way to the back bumper of Kevin Harvick, but Ryan Priest going to shut the door a little bit on us there.
Still there.
Try to stick my nose in there. It wasn't enough. Got to protect that middle lane. That's where the energy is. Look at the 24 of William Byron trying to make that work. Jimmy Johnson dropping to the bottom here. 19 laps to go at Daytona.
All right, now you're clear.
It's really difficult to pass here, as it is in real life. With a little bit of a shot to Jimmy Johnson there. At least with this rules package, it's been very difficult for them to pass. But we're going to have to get aggressive here and try something else out. Let's use all lanes that we possibly can. A little bit of a side draft to the 48, just like that. Move away from him. Using the 47 of Priest. And once we clear Jimmy Johnson, we're going to actually shoot up here and try to work on the 21. It looks a little bit of a mess up there in front of us. No one has any proper lanes going. And no single file train. No choo-choo train. Pushing on Ryan Priest, trying to get that push and do some side drafting, but it's not going to be enough there. He's going to drop down in front of us. Oh, that's Blaney in the 12. What am I talking about? I forget who's driving the Oscar Mayer Wiener car this year. Well, that's Blaney there. Pushing on Ryan Priest. Come on, keep pushing on him. And he's going to hit the back bumper of Ty Dillon. Remember, you can't lean on him too much, according to NASCAR rules. You can give him a shot here and there, but you got to maintain that distance between the bumper in front of you.
Careful, still there.
There we go. A little bit of side drafted with Priest. And we're finding our way up here towards Chase Elliott that just dropped down, but I was going to say Ty Dillon. A little bit of contact there. I think that was Priest. It got us loose there for a second, but we're okay. Ryan Blaney with the push behind us. We find our way up to P24. It's time to get more aggressive now. We're working on Chase Elliott. Going to drop to the bottom of him. Side draft right alongside him. Little contact there. Don't want to go too far below the yellow line. And try to pull up on the 13 with Ty Dillon. Working the bottom of Clint Boyer. We're going to see them Oscar Mayer Wiener car is here soon. I forget who it is. Dude, come on now. I'm here. Chase Elliott leaning on our right door a little bit there. It's 16 laps to go. And everyone's getting desperate here. In the middle of the pack. There's a few cars out front. But nobody has a clear, definite one there.
Still there.
Ryan Newman's in the 6. That's who it is. Ryan Newman. Nice push we had there. And we're working on Clint Boyer.
Still there.
If we can. Can't get to his bumper in time to side draft him. Stay right behind Boyer here.
Careful now. Still there.
Gotta watch that middle lane. Jamie McMurray had a little bit of a run there on the end, just to the inside of Ryan Newman, and Ryan Newman shut that down immediately. Come on. Push on Boyer a little bit more. There's a little bit of a touch.
Still there.
Come on, Clint. Time to go, buddy. Gonna drop to the inside of the 14, coming off of turn number 2. Right up next to him, side drafting him. Oh, below the yellow.
Got a car up top.
Let's move back up. Got to get that position up. And now we have help from behind. That's going to be Ryan Newman pushing on us.
Still there.
Some 3-wide action up in front of us there. That slowed up the field when that happened. Really trying to get by Clint Boyer. He's a tough cookie to pass so far.
Careful. Still there.
14 laps to go. Plenty of time to get it done. There's the inside of the 14, and we got the 42 of Kyle Larson. Let's see if we make this work. As we drop to the inside of Alex Bowman. A little bit of contact in front of us, and there's the smoke. And we see the smoke, and we pounce on it. We're trying to get up there, but we lost momentum. And we're getting shot down to the bottom and shuffled back. Stay here. Stay here. We got help from Ryan Newman, and there's Boyer once again. We got bold with that move, getting down to turn 1. It was too much, and it did not work.
Still there.
Waiting for the 14 to drop down like that. That's what we want. Now we can get a run on that 14 and keep that momentum going forward.
Inside there, driver. Hold this line here. Stay low. Still
A little bit of a run here. Nobody's going to go down the bottom with 14 at Clint Boyer, so we're going to try to stick to the middle, and he's going to shut it down. Into the bottom we go. That's the move we needed right there to get by Boyer, and we're going to be now on the back bumper of Alex Bowman. A little bit of a shot to him there. He knows we're here. And Clint Boyer's going to drop down below us. Kind of moved the 88 up a little bit there, but it doesn't look like anybody wants to get to the bottom just yet. We do have help from the 14, though.
Inside there, driver. Hold this line here.
Working on Bowman here, trying to get that draft in the 42 of Kyle Larson. Martin Truex Jr. on the top. We've worked our way up here to P16. Let's see what else we can do.
Still there.
Martin Truex Jr. getting a little bit squirrely there, getting off at 2.
Still there.
And we've got to run on Larson. Let's take it all the way to the bottom here. He's going to shut the door, and it's not going to work for us. But the bottom lane is moving forward. Seems like the front of the pack here is pretty dead even. And nobody's been able to run away with it so far. Got Brad Keselowski out there on the top, right behind his teammate of Joey Logano, trying to work their way to the front. But the bottom is seeming like it's the fastest way up there. Let's stick with Larson for right now.
Still there.
He is definitely one of our teammates.
Still there.
Chip Ganassi Racing. Trying to get a side draft on the 42, not enough. And watch the 14, got to close the door there. He was getting a nice run. Had to breathe the throttle there. Didn't want to run over the 42 again. It's all about patience here. Nice run on the 13th on the 42, and that worked for us. Now we're going to be working on Joey Gase in the 66. Still got a lot of momentum. Going to work on Joey Gase. Waiting for the 10 of Eric Almirola to drop down. He does. We're at P11.
Still there.
Keep this momentum working, or we might find our way to the front. Watch this middle lane. We've got a lot of energy happening right here in the middle. They don't seem to want to drive on the bottom all the way. A little bit of contact to the outside. And Chris Buescher drops down in front of us. Let's stick with him for right now.
Careful now. Still there.
Got to protect our lanes, but watch out for Ricky Stenhouse in the 17. Kyle Busch drops down to the middle lane and shuts the 17 down with that move.
Still there.
Staying with the 37, it's working for us. Chris Buescher is going to bring us towards the front of the pack here. We just stay with it.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
Watching that middle lane. There's the energy right there, pushing right behind us. And that's going to keep that momentum flowing towards the 37. I don't want the 20 of Eric Jones to drop down. That worked out for us. We have a nice run here. Let's see if we can keep that momentum going. And Chris Buescher moves up. We find ourselves up here in the top 5. Another run here on the 15. And we've made it up here into 3rd right behind Michael McDowell. 8 laps to go at Daytona. Another run on the 34. And we find ourselves moving right behind Bubba Wallace Jr. That's a lead in the race. We've made it up to P2. Let's keep this moving.
Need you to stay on the bottom right here. Still there.
We have to wait for our turn, our time to get a run like that on Wallace Jr., and we're going to try to do it. Side by side with Darrell Wallace Jr., and we find ourselves up front. Still staying tight on his door. It's just not enough to keep him there, so we're going to stay in the middle.
Still there.
And he's got the energy on the top lane, and he's going to drop down in front of us. 7 laps to go. We need that push from Michael McDowell to keep us in line with Wallace Jr. And watch out for the 11 of Denny Hamlin working that outside lane.
All around.
Watching both lanes here of traffic. We need to be a little patient here, because if we try to make a move on the leader just yet, we might end up making a bigger mistake with making that move, and we could fall back a few positions. So watch that 34. Driving the mirror here towards the end of this race. And we've got to strategize and think of a time to get by Bubba Wallace here. 6 laps to go. Watch it there. The 34's got a nice run. We shut the door on that. And it doesn't look like the outside lane has anything for us. Watching the 34, jumping back up to Wallace Jr. Watch out behind us. They've got help. And that side-by-side racing behind us is really what we want right there. They were so occupied with each other, we slipped right on by. Staying with Wallace Jr. We're waiting for our time to pounce
5 to go. You
on
got this.
P1. 5 laps to go. There's a little bit of a move right there we can make on them. We've got help from the bottom if they just stick with it.
Stay on the bottom here for me. Still there.
Chris pushes at our bumper. A little bit of contact there with the apron, but we're okay. Keeping it going straight. Watch that outside lane.
Stay low,
Cody
stay low.
Witt.
Hang tight there,
Whoa.
driver. Hold this line here.
Stay to the bottom. Stay to the bottom.
Outside.
Ross Chastain with a huge run he had in the middle, and look at that. He's going to find himself in P2. Watch Eric Jones. We're going to push on Eric Jones here just a little bit right out of his quarter panel so he knows we're here. And we cannot afford those kind of mistakes this late in the race. It's time to get aggressive. It's time to get up towards the front. Let's do it. Working on Ross Chastain here, looking for a hole to get by him. A little bit of contact to the back bumper. Let it off a little bit there.
Stay low. Careful. Still there.
Outside lane still cooking along here. And the caution comes out. This is going to change up everything on this restart as we're going to go by side by side with Eric Jones and Bubba Wallace Jr. and Ross Chastain are going to continue on as well. Not pitting ourselves, and we are ready to put this one in the books. Starting P3, NASCAR overtime.
Starter has the green flag in his hand. All right, be ready.
Green flag in the air.
Outside, outside.
Got to have a hell of a restart here, man.
Couple more
Third
turns.
gear.
2 more. 2 to go. Got one outside now.
Yep, watch out here. Ross Chastain with a nice run there on the 43. A little bit of contact back here in the back, but we're side by side going to the turn 1. It can be any of these top 5 drivers or even further back. Who's going to do it? We don't know. A little bit of contact with Wallace. Not all the way there.
Hold this line here.
Got help from behind. We're going to stay right here. Looks like he's going to drop down right in front of the 43, Ross Chastain. And Eric Jones has no help in front. He's going to fall back a little bit. Get up next to that door. We want to maintain some side drafting action here, if we can, to pull him back, dump all that air on his back spoiler. Look at Ross Chastain makes a move to the outside. Wallace Jr. had to check up. 1 lap to go. Let's do what we can do here. It's the inside of Wallace Jr., and there is Ross Chastain in our sights. He's the only one we need to get by.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
Ross Chastain trying to work both lanes. We're side drafting the 43 of Bubba Wallace. We've got a nice run here on Ross Chastain. Contact. And Ross Chastain goes to the outside. We need to pull back a little bit here, just like this, and try to get a run on the 15.
Stay on the bottom here for me. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. Track's all yours, bud.
I don't think we have enough to get by the 15 of Ross Chastain, and Ross Chastain's going to win the Daytona 500. Hell of a run, and we're going to finish in P2. We almost had it. We made that terrible mistake by not moving in front of Wallace Jr. earlier and try to control the front. But that's going to do it here at Daytona. Hell of a race. Really, really did enjoy that one. And I'm going to watch the replay, and then we'll check out the stats. Here are your results. Ross Chastain won the race. And, man, it was a real mix-up there towards the end. After that caution came out, a lot of guys were able to get up there. We're not sure how the caution came out. Didn't see it in the replay. Looked like it might have just been a debris caution or something. Not really sure. And Parker Kligerman 5 laps down. Maybe he was in a self-spin. But that's going to do things here at Daytona, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.